We're getting towards the end of the year and holiday season is just about to start, but that's not the only exciting thing. Here at FunnelKit, we're gearing up to release version 3 of Funnel Builder. It's going to be released towards the end of December, probably around the 3rd week. And in this video, I want to unveil some of the new features that you could expect to see with this upcoming version. If you're an existing FunnelKit user or you're a WooCommerce store owner looking to make more profit with your WooCommerce store, you have to see this video. I cover a lot in this video. We move very fast because I want to show you all these features. I'm very excited to get them out into this video and show the world what FunnelKit have been working on. So with that said, let's jump into the upcoming version of FunnelKit and look at some of these new features, starting with a brand new experience inside of the admin area. So the first big update that you're really going to notice here inside of FunnelKit is that all the pages in the admin area load instantly. So when you click from one URL to the next URL, there's no page refreshing, it just reloads that next page. The best way to show you this is just to click around a little bit. So here we are in the dashboard. If I click into funnels and then into store checkout and then into conversions, notice how the page isn't refreshing. It's just getting the new data that we need to access and outputting it or injecting it into our browser. So this is massive. This is going to allow you to go into your website and make updates a lot faster, allow you to come into here and access your analytics a whole lot faster. The whole user experience of the plugin has just been improved because of the fact that all of this just loads instantly. For all of those people wondering, behind the scenes, all of the pages here have been rebuilt using React, and that's why everything just loads so fast. Next on the list is an updated dashboard. So your dashboard is to help you understand at a glance what is going on in your store. So what we're going to do now is compare the new dashboard here and the features that are included here versus the existing dashboard that you're familiar with to show you why you're going to be able to get more data and more information, i.e. more of an overview at a glance what's going on in your store with the new dashboard. So with the existing dashboard, you could come up to here and you could filter by a specific time period. So if we did month to date, the data here in these cards would reflect that. But then also all the widgets down here, like the top performing funnels in your store, your top opt-ins, as well as top checkouts and upsells and order bumps, all of the data here reflected your time period up here. So if I change this to say week to date and clicked update, in this demo store, we haven't had any sales this week, but you can see all the data reflects that time period. So it was good to see at a glance this data for a specific time period, but the new dashboard is a lot more flexible and allows you to see at a glance more data and in more meaningful ways. So for example, our first widget up the top here shows us the total orders in our store, the total revenue, order bump revenue, and upsell revenue. And over here, we could filter by a specific time period. So we could check the last 7 days and just this area loads. Then we could do week to date. We could also check today. So again, with this, we can very quickly, at a glance, see what's happening for these data for a specific time period. Now, moving down here, we've added a new graph here, which allows you to see not only revenue for a specific time period, but then also compare it to a previous period, i.e. for the last 30 days, we're comparing the last 30 days with the 30 days prior to that, or we could do the previous year, so the last 30 days between October 23 and November 21, what happened this time last year, which at a glance allows you to see trends within your store. You can also just not compare it and just run your data here to see it on a graph. So another really good addition here to allow you to see what's going on in your store. Under that, we have top performing funnels. You see how many views it's had, as well as how many conversions, the revenue, and the conversion rate. You can also toggle to your opt-in funnels, which we have none of in this demo store. And then under that are not only 2 new widgets, but 2 new widgets that are related to new bits of information that you have access to inside of FunnelKit, which are your UTM campaigns and then also your traffic sources. In this demo store, there's no orders currently that have been placed here using UTM campaigns, but what I'll do is on my screen right now, I'll put a screenshot of a store that has some sales coming through using UTM parameters to give you an idea of how you can use this in your store and what this will look like. So overall, you're going to find the new dashboard more useful and you're going to be able to find trends and access data within your store in a more meaningful way using things such as these filters here. And as a quick note, the analytics that you see here in the dashboard is a simplified version of what you'll find here under the Analytics tab, which is a robust, comprehensive view of all the analytics in your store. And we'll look at that a little bit later on in today's video. The last thing that I want to show you here on the dashboard is the conversion activity widget. So this is a feed of everyone that's converting on your website. So if somebody buys from one of your checkout pages or they take one of your one-click upsells, they have converted on your website and they will be shown here in the feed. In the current version of FunnelKit in the dashboard, if we go down, we had something similar, but you couldn't click to go to a contact. Here in the conversion activity feed, if I click on a person's name, this opens up what we're calling a conversion profile, which is information about a specific person that converted in our store. So on this screen, you get to see how much this person has spent in your store, how much they've spent in your checkout pages, order bumps, upsells. You get a feed of all the different conversions they've done in your store, including when they've accepted your conversions, but then also when they reject your one-click upsells. So a really good overview of all those different events there. Up here on the right-hand side, we have two tabs, orders and opt-ins. So under orders, if I just collapse this, these are all the different orders that I have placed in this demo store. And when you expand it, you get the single order view. So you can see when they purchased, their payment method, all this data that you see on the screen, as well as what they bought, and then also insights such as what you see on the screen. And with one click, you can open up that order in WooCommerce. Under opt-ins, you will see their data as well. As I haven't completed any opt-ins in this demo store, I'll put a screenshot here on the screen to show you what this would look like in your store. So the next one is a big one that a lot of FunnelKit users are going to love. Here, let's click on Analytics. And now inside of FunnelKit, you have global analytics for all of your sales funnels, meaning you can see all the analytics for all your different sales funnels from this one interface. And that includes data from your funnels. So this is where you're creating specific funnels for a specific offer. And it also includes your data from your store checkout, which is your checkout page your customers reach after they add products into their cart and click to go to checkout. So the data from both of those two types of funnels in your store has been combined into this one global analytics screen here. So over here on the right-hand side, we get a drop down where we can start filtering out by our sales funnels. So for example, let's just say I wanted to see the analytics for my coaching funnel. I could click on that. And now I can see for my coaching funnel overall, so for its entire lifetime that it's been running, my analytics. And down here, I could see all this data here as well as the steps inside of that funnel. Now up the top here, we could change that. So I could go to all funnels. And now I'm seeing all the data for all my different sales funnels overall. But I could change this to be just for the last 7 days, just for the last 30 days, to give me a glimpse of what's happening in all of my sales funnels. I can also see my visitors, contacts, number of orders, total revenue for all my sales funnels, the order bump revenue across all of my sales funnels combined, as well as the upsell revenue, average order revenue, and revenue per visitor on average across all my different sales funnels. Down here, we get some really good data as well. So here for the performance visitors, last 30 days, for all my sales funnels, I can see how many people visited on each day over the last 30 days. I could see contacts, number of orders, total revenue, order bump revenue, upsell revenue, average order value, and revenue per visit. Let's just say I wanted to see the total revenue for one specific sales funnel in my store. I would come up to here, and under there, I would select that specific funnel. So let's say I wanted to select my video sales funnel. Now, if I scroll down over the last 30 days for my video sales funnel, the average order value was this. Now up the top, I'll just reset this to show all my sales funnels data, just so we have more data to work with in this demo store. If we go down, a really good feature here is the comparison. So over the last 30 days across all my sales funnels, I could compare it to the previous 30 days, or I could compare it to this time last year. And I can also go through and apply these as well. And then up here, I could select my video funnel again, and down the bottom, I could see each step in my sales funnel. Over the last 30 days, the number of views, the conversions, the revenue, and the conversion rate. I'll change this to overall so we have some data, and you can see that it updates like so. So scrolling to the top, that is your global analytics for your sales funnels. Now on the left-hand side, you'll see a menu, and we've currently been looking at the funnels page. if we head on over to the conversions page, on this screen, all the orders that are placed in your website and all the opt-ins that are placed in your opt-in forms, all of those things that make up your analytics are listed here for you to apply filters and then export to a CSV file to use as you wish. So for example, if we come back to orders, let's just say we want to get a list of everyone in our store that purchased from a specific sales funnel. So maybe our video sales funnel, I'll go apply. And then we only want to get people that bought or accepted a specific order bump, or maybe bought a specific upsell or rejected a specific upsell, or maybe they had to spend a specific amount in our store. So we can apply filters here to the data, and then we can click export and then click export, and that will create a CSV file for you to use again as you wish. Over here under opt-ins, you can see that we have 4 leads. This is from where maybe you're running a lead magnet campaign and you want to filter out all the leads from a specific opt-in funnel, and then you want to export them and do whatever you need to do with those specific leads. This is that screen where you can filter out all your different leads and export them to a CSV file. Then under referrers, this lists all the different referrers that are sending traffic to your website, and from each referrer, how many orders were placed, the gross sales from each traffic source or each referrer, and then also the average order value. Up here, you could just show a specific referrer, or you could filter by a specific sales funnel. So maybe I want to filter out just my video sales funnel, and these were the different referring sources for that particular sales funnel, how many orders from each one, gross sales and average order value, and maybe I just want to export that to a CSV. Again, the process is the same. So there's a lot going on here under the Analytics tab for your sales funnels. Worth noting is that you can still go into your funnels area and then click into a specific sales funnel, and then on the left-hand side, Analytics, and see analytics from here on a per funnel basis. Also, you can click on referrers, and you could go to conversions and see orders and opt-ins. And all of this is obviously for this one sales funnel that we've clicked into view. Let's now go to store checkout, and you can see that the page is broken into 4 subpages. We have steps, which lists all the different steps inside of our store checkout funnel. Then we have conversions, which is similar to what we saw under the global analytics, where we can get all our data, filter it, and then export it. Analytics, again, which is similar to what we saw under our global analytics. And then we have settings. Now, I'm not going to go through this setting here, and we've covered these 2 just before. So let's go up to steps. So what I want to do now is show you some of the changes that you'll see when you're creating the different steps inside of your sales funnels and your store checkout. So let's start with our checkout step. So here, if we click add new step, here we can create a checkout step. After that, you select your page builder. So I'll keep it on Elementor. You can start from blank. You can clone another existing checkout step from another sales funnel, for example, or you can choose one of the pre-made designs. So having a look here, you'll notice that there's a few different designs that have been released here in this version. So the Minimalist, the Shoppy, and the Optic, they've all been redesigned and enhanced. So if we click preview, it looks like this. And then up the top here, you could select if you want a 2-step or a 3-step. And then click import this template, give it a name. So I could just call this store checkout and click add. And there it is up the top. If we click into this checkout step, you'll notice that we've redesigned how the tabs are structured. So on the current version of FunnelKit, if we click into the checkout step, there was design, products, fields, optimizations, and settings. In the upcoming release, we have design, products, optimizations, and settings. And under design, if we scroll down, this is where you build your checkout form. So here we imported 3 steps in our multi-step checkout from the prior screen. So there's our 3 steps. You can drag and drop to reorder the different fields. Down here, you can quickly add fields. So you just drag them and drop them wherever you want. When you click on a field, you will see settings. So you can change the placeholder, set it to required or not. If we go to something like the billing address, here for the company, maybe you require that. So you could show that field. And then under here, you could set that to required. For the apartment suite number, maybe you don't want to show that. So all of that is available from in this screen. So you build your form here, and then you would customize your design, and the form that you build would sit inside that design. Makes sense that it's all under the design tab. As it's a store checkout, you wouldn't be setting any products, and then you have your optimizations, which are all about helping your customers complete your checkout form faster and easier. And then we have some settings over here. So if we go back, that is a checkout step. And again, that applies to the checkout step created here in your store checkout, and also any checkout steps in any of your sales funnels that you create under funnels. So I'll just go ahead and delete that step that we created. The next thing that I want to show you is the order bumps. So there's 2 different order bumps in here. So let's go ahead and create a third. So I'll click add order bump, and we can create a new one, or we could clone from an existing. So over here, these are all the different ones that I've registered inside of my install here. So the gray background is a sales funnel, or it might be my store checkout up here. And then under that are the order bumps within each of those. For this demo, I'm going to click create new. So here I'll give this a name and click add. And here we have some new order bump skins. So here you're confirming the layout of the actual elements of the order bump. On the next screen, you can customize the colors. So let's just say I like this one here. I'll click import, and then I'll search WooCommerce for my lipstick product, and I'll select it. And from this screen, you can select multiple products as well. So you don't need to go onto the next screen and do it twice like you did in the current version. In this upcoming version, you can do multiple products in here. So I could go eyelash curler, and I could select it there. So now when somebody accepts this order bump, they're adding 2 items into their order. I will go ahead and remove that and just keep the lipstick, and I'll click add. Now the order bump screen is divided into 3 tabs. So we have design, then we have the products, and the rules. So under design and content, this is where we customize what is actually shown here. So the text and the image. So here I'll say, yes, add this amazing lipstick to your order. I'm not going to bother changing the text here, but I'll click add exclusive offer text, which adds that there. And then I'll leave that as that. Yes, add to my order. You can customize all of that. I'm just going to use the featured image. You can also upload a custom image there. And then when I'm happy with that, we can then go over to the style tab. Now I'll just collapse that for now, and let's focus on the next sections. So here we have the layout, where we can customize the background and the styling, and all of these different elements inside of our order bump, we can customize using the accordion here and the nested styling options within each option. So that's how you customize all the different colors of each element here. Now, up the top here under general, you can change the position of the order bump on your checkout page. So you could show it above the order summary, below the order summary, above or below the payment gateways, inside the mini cart, or above the checkout form. Above or below the payment gateways is quite straightforward, but let's do inside the mini cart, and I'll just save that. And here on the checkout page, it is now output in the sidebar where the mini cart widget has been added. If we click yes, add this to my order, it is added into the cart. Last one is above the checkout form, which if we click save, adds it up here at the top of your checkout page. Now there's also other options here. So you can pre-select the order bump by default. So if we select that, on page load, it will be selected, and reload the page. On page load, that is selected, and it's added into the person's cart. The next option is to hide the order bump after it's selected. So if we click save and we reload, here on the checkout page, if we click add to my order, it's added into the cart and the order bump is removed from the page. 3 highly anticipated features that you're going to love playing around with. And what's great about these is that you can A/B test each of these. So you could set up one checkout page to hide the order bump after selection, and the second variant could not have that selected. You could run a bit of traffic through there and see which one converts at the highest conversion rate. Also, you could change the position. You could have variant A show above the payment gateways, variant B above the checkout form, run some traffic, see which one converts at a higher conversion rate. Moving on to products. So there's a product we added during the wizard. We could give 10% off. But the next thing that I want to show you is here under behavior. So by default, when your customers select an order bump, it's added into their cart. But you can actually get an item in the cart and replace it with the order bump product if you wanted to, used for upgrades. Let's say that, let's remove this product here, and let's add a product into our order bump, and I'm gonna do my bundle, the Eye Enhancer bundle, and I'll click add, and we'll give 20% off the sale price, so it's now $80. And then down here, I'll select replace for the upgrades. And here, when a customer buys this bundle, they get my eyeshadow palette and they also get my makeup brushes. So if somebody accepts this order bump here, maybe we can replace cart items. So we'll replace the brushes, so the brush set, and we'll also replace the eyeshadow palette. So I'll select that there and I'll go up and click save. Then under rules, we could add a rule to only show this order bump if the cart contains at least one eyeshadow palette or it contains at least one makeup brushes, and click save. So now let's just say we're buying the eyeshadow palette and we go to the checkout page. Our rule was true, so our order bump shows. Do we want to upgrade to the bundle deal? And when we select this, it's going to remove the eyeshadow palette and then add this in as an upgrade. And in this example, we turned a $60 order into an $80 order, increasing the average order value with the order bump upgrade. So coming back to our store checkout sales funnel, that's our order bumps. The next thing that we're going to look at is the one-click upsell step type. So here we can see that the type of step is upsell, and inside of that step are offers. So here's an offer and there's an offer. If we go to the current version of FunnelKit and scroll down, we can see that here's our upsell step, and if we click into it, we then see our offers going across the screen. And each offer is either an upsell or we can edit it and we can make it a downsell and click update offer. And so now if somebody sees our upsell here and they say no to it and they reject it, then they will see this downsell and then they'll go to the next upsell. But if they see this upsell and they accept the upsell, they skip the downsell and then they go to this upsell. So in the current version, you have to specify whether an offer is an upsell or a downsell. And then if we go up, your upsell step contains all of those different offers, and to see them, you need to click inside of the step to see them going across the screen. And if you want to adjust what they are, you need to edit them as I just showed you. That has changed in the upcoming version. So here's how the new version works. Here we have our upsell step, and inside there are the offers. Now, an offer is not an upsell or a downsell. You don't need to specify any of that. And from this screen, for your upsell step, you can see all the offers that are inside there. You don't need to click into the upsell step to then see what's inside there. So a great usability enhancement. Now, when you click into an offer, you can customize the design of that page. But if we go to products and scroll down, there is now a new feature here called dynamic offer path. And so if somebody accepts this offer, we can then specify where we want to redirect them to. So if they accept this, we could take them directly to our thank you page. And if they reject the offer, then we could show them another offer for mascara. So instead of specifying that the mascara is a downsell after this one, we're just saying, hey, when we show this offer, if it's rejected, show this one next. Much simpler and easier to use, but wait until you see this next feature, which brings all of this together. So let's go up and click save, and then let's head on over back to our store checkout funnel. And up the top here under store checkout, we're in list mode, but we can click on canvas mode. And this is brand new, and you are going to love this. So if we expand this, let me show you why you're about to fall in love with this. So when we're going and doing the dynamic offer pass and saying what offer needs to show after another one, this is a visual representation of how all of those offers are strung together to give you an idea of how your customers will flow from your store checkout step all the way to your thank you page. So going through what we just set up, our customers will add products into their cart and then go to our store checkout, our checkout step. We have 2 order bumps on there, so we get some analytics from there. But after our checkout step, they then enter our upsell step, and inside of our upsell step, we have offers. So our first offer here is for our Eye Enhancer bundle deal, and if they reject that, they see our second offer for the mascara. And then if they accept or reject that, they exit the upselling and go to our thank you page. Coming back to the top, if they see our first offer and they accept that, then we send them directly through to the checkout page. Again, that was all done using that dynamic offer path setting that you just saw me set up. And a bit of a teaser, and what you'll be able to do in here is going to be incredible. Just wait and see what is coming for the canvas mode. And before I exit out of canvas mode, it's worth pointing out that you can see analytics here for each of the different steps inside of your funnel. So you can see the views, the conversion rate, and the revenue for each of these as you go down. So get excited, canvas mode is going to be incredible. Coming back to list mode, the next thing that I want to show you is the rules, or how to think of this in terms of rules. So here we have our upsell step with the offers inside. And if we click into the actual upsell step, this is where we specify the rules for when those groups of offers will show. So in this example today, the offers that I'm upselling are all to do with eye makeup. So I probably only want to show this if the products cart from the store checkout contains any products from a category eye makeup. And click add and click save. Then I'll go back. So somebody adds products into their cart, they purchase from our store checkout, then they go to this next step. Did any of the products that they just purchased come from the eye makeup category? If yes, show them these upsells, which are other products that will help them enhance their eye makeup. To speed things up here, we could go ahead and duplicate this upsell step, and then down here, click into it, and I could call this anti-aging. And then under rules, we could choose to show this group of offers if somebody buys a product from the category anti-aging. I don't know if I have that in there. I don't. But that would be, let's just say we set up that rule. If we went up a level, then here, these products inside of the offers here would be anti-aging related products. So when somebody buys from your checkout page, it just goes through the rules until it finds one that makes the most sense based on what you set up here. And then it shows them the offers inside of that step. And this revised view here where you can actually see the offers inside of each upsell step, see which upsell step has rules, which ones don't, which offers are in draft. All of these things are just going to make your life so much easier as a store owner trying to increase your average order value with funnels in your store. So that's a look at some of the new features that are coming inside the upcoming release in FunnelKit. And I say some of the features because FunnelKit just does so much. There is no way that I could cover all the smaller tweaks as well as some of the other big ones in this video today. So if you're already using FunnelKit, get excited. If you're not using FunnelKit, then what are you waiting for? FunnelKit allows you to design high converting checkout pages, easily add one-click upsells to boost your average order value, and so much more than what I've shown you in today's video. To start making more profit with your WooCommerce store, head to our pricing page to see our current deals.